Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle Thrower, and I'm in a wonderful company. It's called Travorium, and Travorium allows you to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. And you don't have to be a travel agent, no timeshare stuff, no contracts. Basically, you pick and choose exactly what you want to do at any time you want to do it. This platform is well, the company is 13 years old. Sorry, a little too distracted with the music. Um, this company is 13 years old, and I've been with the company for 8 years. I really love the company, and I do it in my spare time. I have a full-time job. I retire in 3 years, and hopefully I'd love to travel for the rest of my life with this company and the packages that it allows me to have. So today I'm going to do my testimonial, which basically just show a little bit of each vacation that I've been able to take. I've taken 37 vacations as we speak now, and it's allowed me to do things I just never had the possibility, had the option to do in my life before. It was always a problem. The family, we didn't travel together that much. Uh, I I did traveling, basically short trips with groups that I was in junior high, high school, college, and so didn't do a whole bunch of real traveling. And then you grow up and you're an adult and you take a couple of trips with some friends, but then everybody grows and grows apart, and it's hard to travel together. Your time off is different from their time off, and things like that, or you didn't have the money or you didn't have the time to go. So dealing with that for a long time, there was a point I didn't travel for over 19 years. Living in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm like, okay, go to this resort, go to this hotel and enjoy it for a second, but it just isn't the same. So that was basically, I hit about 51. Some life-changing things happened. I got diabetes and I had colon cancer. They cut about 3.5 inches out of my colon. And at the same time, I would sort of say it's time to do some things you should have been doing all along. And the main thing was traveling and seeing the world and um, meeting people that are very interesting. So I'm doing that more now. I still have a job, but I'm meeting people on Facebook and meeting people in person that are in this company as well. So I want to show you a little bit of it. I have so much content you could not imagine, but it's all to show how great this company is. So on with the show. So the first thing that I did was take a trip to Long Beach, California, which was to go to a cruise ship, which was my first cruise ever. And with this company, I became a travel agent at first. And when I became the travel agent, I decided to do what's called a charity cruise. So I made a cruise where you basically benefit cause, I believe it was Candlelighters was the charity, which is part of, well, the specific organization is connected to Carnival Cruise Line. And so they're the ones that took the money for the Carnival cruise, but I got to enjoy a cruise with a discount and book people on it as a travel agent. So I got a little bit of commission, but I got a lot of fun, and that was my first time taking a cruise. And I have a blog that also shows videos of everything that's going on. But yeah, I have so much content from the 37 trips, I could make video after video after video. So um, let's see, the lady on the left-hand side, she worked at the burger place that Guy Fieri's burger place that's on the ship. So I was the first person to get a burger at when we got on the ship, I paid a special fee to be one of the first people to get on, and found it was really nice and enjoyable. And so met her, and so we took a little selfie picture together. And they had more than one dining room, and it seemed like I had the better dining room. And also, I was asked to be part of a show. I don't have any video to prove it, but I'm wondering who does. But I was part of one of their productions in the show on in one of the showrooms on the ship. So that was some fun memories of that trip, and just being on a cruise for the first time. It went to Ensenada, Mexico, and was a 3-day cruise, and it was just fun. And I plan on doing more. Uh, I'm 59 years old now, so physically you see some changes that, and you wish you did these things earlier in life, but I'm enjoying them while I can. So yes, this is some more pictures in Sonata, Mexico. I never knew what to think. Everybody says, "Ooh, Ensenada." It was an okay community, but I had more fun on the ship, and it just proved there was just more to come. So out of all the places and beaches I went to, um, well, I let's put it this way: I enjoyed being on the ship, enjoying the amenities on the ship more than I did right off the ship. And so it was a fun time. First trip, like I told you. And once again, Long Beach. I started in Long Beach, California, and went to Ensenada, Mexico, 3-day trip, and I saved over $96 on that specific trip. So that was my first time around. My second time around was going back to Long Beach again and going to Ensenada again on a cruise ship, uh, uh, basically about a year later. And well, just had fun. Well, you'll see more in a second. But my number three, vacation number three, was Orlando, Florida. I stayed in a resort on the street that's called uh, International Way, which is basically their main street for Orlando, Florida. And so it was a lot of theme parks and a lot of activities and a lot of exhibits and things to go to. So I enjoyed going to this specific resort. It had a water park of its own. Um, and right down the street, it was like the world's largest McDonald's. And it was a lot of different things up and down the street. So I just enjoyed walking up and down, going to different places. Hulk Hogan's daughter made a store, a Hulk Hogan store. Um, and there was this big, humongous Ferris wheels and these different rides I could not even imagine getting on. And the people didn't look safe, but they were enjoying it. So I remember that, and it was just peaceful and nice. I think about Florida so much now. I'd probably move there. Florida was fun, and this was only the beginning of the trek. I stayed with a two bedroom room, uh, and I saved money on that stay as well, and enjoyed the pool. So sorry, I'm rambling on, but yeah, this was a 3-day stay, and I saved over $126 on that specific stay. And once again, I was a travel agent for this, so it's my home-based business. So you basically get to write off your vacations and your trips because it's your business at the same time. It was net rates, which is basically our travel portal that you save on, which is basically the wholesale price that travel agents should be giving you, but they have to add on their fees and commissions. So you get it for a lower rate and you get to write it off at the same time. That's what I got to do with that one. Now, vacation number four, that was vacation number five from Orlando, Florida. I went to Daytona Beach, Florida, and stayed there, went on the beach, walked up and down the beach. It was nice and chill. Uh, went to a couple of resorts, one of which I would have the option to stay at for 3 days for free. And so I think about doing that in the future. But there's so many other and so many other things. I said, "Oh, I'll do that someday." But I saw the property and what it would, what it would be. But I was down the street in a condo, full condo on the beach, enjoying that as well. So went up and down the beach, went to a famous pier that has Joe's Crab Shack on it, and they had seaside amphitheater and a couple of theme parks and stuff. It was nice area, nice and chill. And once again, I got to save some money, enjoy some pools, and enjoy a condo. So you can see more videos of all of this at my blog, which is at kylesvacations.com/blog. There's a button. You just click the link and you can go to my webpage as well. So all these pictures are just bringing back memories, and that's what you get to do with this company. Bring back memories to having fun experiences that you probably never would have done. So I saved over $1,050 on this trip. It was an 8-day stay in a condo on the beach. Had a lot of fun. Uh, I think the video has a walkthrough of the condo, and it was a decent sized condo. It was nice and peaceful. White, everything was white linen, nice and clean, and smelled great. And it was right next to the sliding glass door to the balcony, so you could just wake up, turn over, look out, and see the ocean. It was so beautiful, and I mean, I never did that before. Atlantic Ocean. That was the first time I saw the Atlantic Ocean. So this was a getaway, which is part of our Dreamcation platform, and I just had a fun time, and I stayed there for basically $14 a day. I was a titanium at the time, and I realized and wanted to slap myself because I could have had it for $1 a day, stay there plus resort fee and taxes. But either way, I had so much fun. So um, and then I did a cruise, or another charity cruise. So I went to Long Beach, California once again, and Ensenada. And then Catalina Island was also added on this day. So had a lot of fun, saved a lot of money, and enjoyed Catalina Island. And I'm debating on going back to Catalina Island now. Just never imagined it. Probably saw a couple of pictures of it on, something on TV before, but it's never real until you do it. And so I enjoyed the vibe of Catalina Island. So once again, these you create memories with this company. Travorium just allows you to take vacations that you probably never would have taken, and they're so much lower than what other people are being charged. It's just hard to you just sort of you give thanks to the company, but you realize how much people are being cheated. And companies have to make profit, but there's a big gap uh, between doing it for yourself and paying a middleman to give you the same exact thing. So wonderful benefits with this company. Now, with this specific stay, I went to Catalina Island and Ensenada, Mexico, 4-day cruise. I saved $513 with that cruise. Met some great staff on the cruises. I met the cruise director. The waiters served us every day. Had a steward that took care of your room, and now it's been a while, so I forget the names of everybody. I have to go back and look at them, but you just met some wonderful people and had some good times. And I made some videos of them. They performed and had fun, and just just memories I just could not never imagine of having before this. Once again, I did this as a travel agent. So then I did a staycation in Las Vegas, Nevada, at I'd say my favorite property that's on the Las Vegas Strip, but it's not in the congested area. And me, the majority of Las Vegans and myself, we don't prefer to go to the congested areas of the Strip unless we have to or we work there. So I like this because it's away from the strip, the main part of the strip, but it's still close to a lot of things, shopping and dining. And they even have a shuttle bus that'll take you to the heart of the strip. So a lot of wonderful amenities. I stayed there 7 days for $7 during COVID, and they gave me a wonderful suite. It's they gave me an upgrade. So I'm paying $1 a day, and they gave me the upgrade, which is the larger room, which is the Bora Bora. The smaller room, which my package originally was supposed to be, was the Maria, which is a smaller suite that has a kitchenette. The larger one has a full kitchen, full living room, shower, spa, jacuzzi tub, a big bedroom and a balcony, washer dryer, everything. The shower spa, you press a button and like 3 minutes later you have a blanket of steam around you. It was such a cool experience. I've stayed there 4 times since that. So I saved $539 on that stay. Um, it was during COVID, but I paid $1 a day. Now, did another staycation, and that was a sister property to the last property I just said. Now, one thing I can give the prices of what I paid or how much I saved, but I can't say the name of these places. That's why I have to say that on here. If you get in touch with me, I could tell you the names of the places, but because of our rules and regulations, I can't say the name of the place and the price because people want to run to the front desk and beg and plead for that same price, but they do not get it unless they're part of our travel club. So this specific property, I stayed for $13 for 17 days. So it was like about $1.40 a day uh, that I stayed there. Yeah, $1.40 a day, something like that. But I stayed there. This was during COVID, so technically I was working my job at a resort on the strip that wasn't that far away. But when I got off, I got to come to this place, and their pool at the time was 24 hours. So I'm by myself in the pool, relaxing at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and nice pool, nice chill, not that far away from everything once again. So I had a lot of fun doing another staycation in Las Vegas. 7 days, and I only paid $13. Um, now, uh, well, yeah, this is from the same trip. So I can say, once again, I'm giving you the prices so you can see how much we save, but I'm not saying the names because uh, of the rules and regulations. So this specific time, I saved $433 on that stay. Once again, $13 for 7 days. Technically 8 days because you're checking out on the eighth day. So my 11th day stay was back to the first property I told you about that was on the Las Vegas Strip, a staycation once again, and they gave me the same deal I got before, uh, the same deal I got the last time I went there. Well, the first time I ever went there, and I did a Dreamcation getaway once again, and they gave me what's called the Bora Bora room, which is their large suite. And mind you, if people are doing this as a timeshare and paying over 1,200 a year, and I'm getting it for $7 during COVID. So I had so much fun. They have this lazy river that was really wonderful to chill around. You meet people. Everybody there is. I didn't meet any bad people. People were just enjoying themselves and enjoying the lazy river. It was just such a great time there. You only get these uh, types of deals with our company. So, I took pictures like a tourist, and went to a couple of landmarks and took pictures there as well. But uh, you're saving so much money. I hope you can see everything on the screen. Yeah, I guess so. Uh, well, let me see. Is it working? Okay, I guess it's working. Oh, okay. Just doing all the tests to make sure everything's working. It gets a little frustrating at times. But this specific stay, I saved over $539. Now, remember, I said that people are doing this as a timeshare and paying over 1,200. So saved a lot of money. Then I planned a trip out of the country again, and so it was Cancun. First time I went to Cancun. Uh, just me, myself. I'm a solo traveler. These prices are for 2 to 4 people to stay in suites and condos and suites and villas. So I went to Cancun and went to this humongous property that had a full golf course and uh, had Cirque du Soleil was performing there, the only one that was running during COVID. They also had a theme park, water park there, which was very interesting, but they had over 15 pools that were connected. You could swim from one to the other. They had a bar inside of one of the pools, and they had cabanas every place that were free, and people served you at your cabanas. And uh, the beach was great. Walking up and down the beach, I took a lot of pictures. I took a lot of video, and you can find this all at my blog. Saw some animals. I guess this is in uh, this is in down tropical area in all of a sudden I'm getting tongue tied. Tropical area in Mexico, and so there was animals every place, and a lot of them where they're so docile, they came up to you just expecting you to give them food. So here I am on my patio, and there's animals right outside of my patio looking and saying, are you going to give me some food? And birds flew onto and perched on my balcony, and I fed some of them. But great service, and it was just a great time. And this was like December 10th, around Christmas, right before Christmas. So had a lot of Christmas decorations up. Humongous tree, the tree that you see in the corner. I mean, in the middle of this this picture, this post, it was it had to be 50 feet high. I mean, it was a building. And they had these ornaments that were like 8 to 10 feet high that you stand next to. And so and it was just great property, just humongously big. It was over 300 square acres. Just wow. I'm looking at these pictures, and just memories are coming back. And so for that specific stay, I saved over $2,900, and it was a 6 day stay, 5 days. Basically, the 6 day is the day you're leaving. But yeah, just Riviera Maya area of Cancun. Wow, 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 wow. So then I did another staycation at a property that was nice, off the strip. You get a studio apartment or a condo, basically. So I had a studio, and 8 days, 7 nights. And I was working at the time of that place. So staycation that was close to where I worked, so I didn't have to drive to my house, but had a lot of fun there, and I saved over $446. I believe this was. right after COVID, I think it was. Um, yeah, it's just had fun, and again, it was a Dreamcation getaway, so I got it for a special price and saved a lot of money. Um, let's see, how did that cut itself off? I don't know how my music muted itself. That was sort of different. Um, so losing my train of thought. I did another net rates, net rates vacation, and net rates is basically the travel portal, the wholesale price that travel agents should be giving you, and saved a lot of money. Saved a lots of money. I saved $49.59 this specific time. Stayed in my favorite larger uh, resort, and it's just off the heart of the strip, but it's sort of at the beginning of the strip as well. Uh, and just had fun going. And actually, this specific place, it wasn't open a year when I went. It's basically the most expensive resort on the Las Vegas Strip, and it is where the Stardust, if you know anything about the Las Vegas history, it is basically where the Stardust Hotel used to be, and just a big, humongous, nice property. So from there, I took a trip to San Diego and I did a birthday week. So the birthday week consisted of two different hotel stays. So the first one was a nice, smaller place where I celebrated my birthday and swam and just enjoyed the area. And it's on this street that's called Hotel Circle. And they have a good bus system and train system down there. So you can you could use Uber as well. I used Uber and then found out about the transportation system afterwards. But you could go to the beach and everything from there. But this is in Mission Valley. So we have travel points as part of our platform, and I use those to buy down the vacation. And once again, this was Dreamcation Getaway in San Diego. So I love San Diego and I want to go more often. So that was the first part during my birthday, but the rest of the week I did an upgrade. I basically went to what's called a world tour in part of Travorium, and I got to go to the office. We had a barbecue at the office. We were staying in this awesome hotel that's right in Mission Bay as well. They had a great pool and they had a park right next to them and a shopping center, a couple of shopping centers right next to them as well. Not that far away from where there's these monuments to Bob Hope and the Navy and the Marines. And so just walked and enjoyed the area. And it was very enjoyable to me. And I saved over $972 on this specific stay. And once again, it was two resorts I went to, two hotels I went to. And it was an 8-day stay. So that was my 16th. So 17th, 16th and 17th. So 18th vacation was back to Cancun once again. And it was an all inclusive world tour. Got to see a lot of people that are from Travorium. We got to see each other face to face, and we enjoyed dining and dancing and just having fun with each other, or meeting other people that aren't in the company. You tell other people about it, and a lot of them they want to sign up. So that was very interesting, and saved money once again. Had a wonderful balcony. I enjoyed just looking down on the water in the balcony, and they had this white sandy beach that I went to as well. And while I was there, the CEO's wife, the owner of the company, she came over and we talked for 30 minutes, and she was going to go to a workout after that. And yeah, we talked and made a video, and it was just like, this stuff doesn't happen. And anything else that I've been in, I never had such a surreal feeling on a vacation. I was out there by myself. I knew some people, but I was really traveling by myself. I'm more of a loner, happy loner. But it was just a great time, and I saved over $1,000 on this day. It was 5 days, all inclusive. So everything you ate and drink, you didn't have to pay for. They had a convenience store you could go buy things, but they brought everything to you. You just asked for it and it came to you. The only thing you had to pay for, I believe, was if you wanted lobster, but everything else was free. Um, so that was a great all inclusive. And so from there, I came back home in Las Vegas and did another staycation. And it was at a property at the beginning of the Las Vegas Strip. So basically, the beginning is where Las Vegas Boulevard, you go from Las Vegas to Paradise Valley. The Las Vegas Strip is really Paradise Valley, so a lot of people don't realize that's county, a different area, Enterprise and Paradise Valley. So anyway, it has a structure on it that I believe is the tallest structure in the Northern Hemisphere. And so I went to the top of it. Even though I was born and raised here, I never went to the top of it before. So it was a little weird to be up there. I'm afraid of heights, but it was still nice to go up there finally. Sort of like you conquered some things just going up there. I wasn't going out and getting on the rides or anything, or dealing with the wind at the top of the structure. I stayed inside, but still, it was interesting to look down on everything in the Las Vegas Valley. And I saved $13.13 on that specific stay, and went to a couple of shows there, and had fun. So the 20th stay that I did was at a property that's off the Las Vegas Strip, another suite. Once again, not too far away from the Las Vegas Strip, but not in the congestion of the Las Vegas Strip. So celebrated 10 years of Travorium at the specific time, and I enjoy their pool. So I went to their pool, took a friend to some shows. Penn and Teller does a show there, and so saw them, and had some fun. Once again, that was a booked as a travel site, which is the basic site that you get to use if you're titanium, platinum, or silver. But if you're silver, that's the only portal you get to use. So titanium and platinum, you get more options. So this one I saved $14.32. It was just a 1 day stay, but just got away from the house. Now my 21st vacation was staying at the larger, most expensive resort on the Las Vegas Strip. Once again, I've stayed there now technically 3 times, but this was my second time staying there, and to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Travorium. So with this specific stay, I saved over $50.34. And once again, it was a 1 day stay, and I booked it through the travel site. The 22nd vacation I took was another net rates on the Las Vegas Strip, in the heart of Las Vegas Strip. And now, as of now, they bulldozed that property. It's totally flattened, and they're going to put a baseball park there now. So it was a very famous building, very famous hotel, and they got rid of another one of our landmarks in Las Vegas. So what can you say? But before it left, I got to enjoy the pool one more time and save $35 for this specific stay. And it was a 1 day stay in a property that really should have had a way to stay a part of the Las Vegas Strip. So the 23rd stay uh, vacation I took was another staycation on the Las Vegas Strip, back off the Strip, 1 day stay in a hotel that has a lot of history in it as well. It's an all suites. And Prince even had a nightclub there once upon a time. And they have a couple of shows there right now. Penn and Teller performs there as well. So did a 1 day stay there and went and saw some shows and stuff and just promoted my travel club. Now, this was another travel site booking. So if you're silver, titanium, or platinum, you could book the same thing and get lower prices than what I paid back then. But you're going to save all the time. My 24th stay was a going back to property that I enjoyed. When I'm doing staycations, I sort of know the ones I want to go to, and I just go back to them every now and then. So this one, I went to some shows for free, had a big, decent sized room. I believe I was working at the same time, so uh, it was just nice to sort of relax and chill and not have to worry about the house. And they had a couple of pools as well, and I saved $8.84 on this specific stay. 1 day stay, remember, once again. 25th stay was another staycation back at a property that I know well, and I saved $10.32 on that stay. 26, uh, another staycation in a property, local property. Dreamcation getaway again, so I saved over $575 on this stay. Enjoyed the pool, 24-hour pool, 8 day stay, and I saved some money. 27th stay was back at one of my favorite properties. I did it as a birthday week and a holiday week, and I saved $651. And it had a condo. If you go to my blog, you'll see videos of each stay. Some of these stays I'm going to, some of these places I'm going to are obviously the same place, but I get to enjoy the same place more than once for unbelievable prices and just enjoy getting away every now and then. If I can't take a vacation out of town, it's nice to do a staycation in town. So I saved over $1,465 this specific stay. The rates were higher because it was a holiday week. I booked early and I saved, and people were paying, God, they were paying over, well, obviously they were paying over 2,000 bucks for that week, and I saved lots of money. So favorite destination, I'd say in America is San Diego for me. So I stayed there once again in a property on Hotel Circle. And then I learned the transportation system that took you to the bay and everything, and saved money. And it was an incentive trip. So I've done a couple of incentive trips to San Diego, which basically means that I'm paying only resort fee and taxes and saving on the hotel room. And this was a 3 day stay, and I saved over $513. Puerto Morales, Cancun, Cantano Roo, Mexico, incentive trip. It was an incentive vacation, and it was this was a wow trip for me because originally I planned on doing a world tour with Travorium and adding this onto it so I could tag team and go from one place to another. However, uh, the other place where the world tour was didn't allow you to connect and be there unless you were a guest there. So I took this resort. It was a boutique resort, and on the beach, great service, great restaurants, had a spa. I walked up and down the beach. They had a little village that, you know, had fresh fish and had grocery stores, and uh, people asked you if you wanted to go fishing because they were, you know, getting fresh fish for you. You could cook it back at your hotel. So I didn't not cook. I think I only brewed coffee in my kitchen, but it was just nice to see that place. I'd love to go back there as well. And once again, Cancun. So this was my third trip to Cancun, and I saved over $4,000 with this specific stay. I think I paid like $499, and everybody else was paying 4,000 and 4,500 or something like that. So saved a lot of money, had a lot of fun, had some wonderful memories once again. My 30th staycation in Las Vegas, staying at another resort that I like well because of their pool and their convenience, and they're off the strip. So it was a birthday 2-day stay, net rate. So travel agent wholesale price. So I got this hotel room for $26 for 2 days. So I saved 1956. Then I went back to Miami. This was actually about a year ago now. And the friend of mine who speaks 8 languages, who speaks Spanish, he's Cuban. And I told him about this company when I first started, but he was busy with a lot of things, and he's trying to sort of slow down his life. And he had 3 kids that are growing up, and uh, the last 2 have graduated and all of that, and one of them, she has a baby now. So his kids are adults, and they're finally out of his house. Well, he has more than one house, so they're staying in one. They're staying in 2 of his houses, and he has his own house. So I invited him to go on this trip, and I introduced him to a lot of people in the company, and he signed up just like a lot of people do. He signed up finally, but I told him about this 8 years ago when I started. I really wish he would have, because they didn't have Spanish anything. He would have been head of Spanish everything. So 5-day stay, I saved over $1,942 with that stay. And once again, met a lot of Travorium family, had a lot of fun. It was a world tour at a famous property. But I didn't stay at the famous property. I had the option to do that, and I ended up staying off of it because so we could go visit some of his family and stuff, and it was just more convenient not staying there. Press button, come on. Okay, Puerto Vallarta. So this was my all-inclusive, all world tour, all-inclusive. Todd Strand did a training there as well. It was a 5-day stay. Met some more wonderful Travorium family, people from Russia and Ukraine and Quebec, Canada. It must have been at least 60, 70 people there that specific time. Had some great views, a great suite that had a view of the ocean that was beautiful. I didn't use a fourth of the amenities. I wish I did, and I'll just have to go back and do that again. So um, can't wait to do that. I deserve a vacation more often, and this will be my year to do another phenomenal all-inclusive. I just got to plan which one that's going to be. Then I did San Diego. It was an incentive trip, and San Diego, California, Little Italy. So it's not that far from downtown, same area I know well. And so I enjoyed walking back and forth. I walked at least 12 miles, and I'm trying to plan another trip in that specific area because I just enjoyed it so much. And then I did what's called a staycation Uh, Cancun staycation. Well, whoops. Well, this was a Las Vegas Cancun. Uh, uh, this was this not supposed to say the name of the place. This was a resort on the Las Vegas Strip with a Cancunish theme, and it's a Hilton property, and it was a condo. So the condo had a full bedroom, full bathroom, living room, kitchen, big balcony, and I got it for 7 days, technically 8 days, because the 8 day you're checking out. And I saved over $680, and I only paid resort fee and taxes and that $34. So that was a total of $112 I paid, and I saved $680 on that specific stay. Great property, great pool. Uh, my second favorite pool, I guess. Now, just the environment around it, and could have soaked in that pool for a year. I enjoyed just being there so much. But my favorite pool is where I spent a birthday week, and I know the property well. Once again, Polynesian theme. They have this pool. One side you can walk in the sand to walk in the pool. The other side had stairs, and they have a lazy river there. Enjoyed it immensely. So this was my fifth time staying there, and only paid $186 total, including the resort fee and taxes. This was a dreamcation stay. So the condo cost me $102, and I saved $1,696 for that 7 day stay in a condo, because it was a holiday week once again. So I personally am trying to do that every year now, have a holiday week and a Christmas week and a way to celebrate. It's just me, myself, and I. No wife, no kids, not a dog or cat. So uh, I sort of treat myself, and I have friends, but I am my family, and so that's okay with me. I enjoy myself immensely. So I saved on my birthday week and my holiday Christmas week as well. So once again, the last one I did was the holiday week, the Christmas week, and it was a Dreamcation World Tour package, which only cost $19 for the stay. Now, interesting about thing about this one, they gave me the upgrade. So it was a 5 day stay. They gave me an upgrade, and I was on the 37th floor, looking at the South Strip, looking at all of the Strip basically, and it's the more expensive room because of the view that it has on there. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I worked. It was a staycation, and I was working at the same time, so I got to come, uh, not go to my house, but come home to this suite and enjoy the area. And I took a lot of pictures and a lot of video, and saved over $731 on this specific stay. So, last but not least, did my favorite property once again and saved over $1,274 for a 7 day stay. Uh, so I just want you to be able to do the same thing. You can only do that if you join the travel club. So please feel free to get in touch with me, Kyle at kylesvacations.com. Kyle at kylesvacations.com. Now, one thing that I'm doing is making some private Facebook groups as well. It's sort of awkward and hard to do the advertising on Google and Facebook, and it's driving me crazy. But I want to reach more people, and I want to give information out to those people that I've learned from being a travel agent and just getting a lot of resources over the years, and also being born and raised in Las Vegas around hospitality. So there's some things that I know that I'd love to share with other people. So you could join a private group for free and learn some things, but it's my goal, for us to travel the world, travel it more, travel it better, and travel for less. So you can only do that if you sign up. So the websites that I'm working on, and the groups that I'm working on, one's for seniors 55, and over 55 plus. So that's budgettravelforseniors.com and budgettravelforseniors55.com. Both of them are really going in the same resources. And then I'm working on one that's just save people that want to save money of all walks of life, and that's savemoneytravelclub.com. So one of those you should be able to remember. And once again, the base station is kylesvacations.com. So please feel free to get in touch with me, kylesvacations.com. I'm part of Travorium. I'm an independent partner of Travorium. And so my number is 17744. But once again, you don't need to remember the number if you go to the website, which is kylesvacations.com. My name is Kyle, and at the S for Kyle's vacations.com. Thank you very much for listening. Uh, Hope this wasn't too drawn out of a testimonial of all the vacations I had. The real blessing is being able to talk about each one of them just and remember different things about each one of them. But once again, if you're part of the company, you get to save, save, save. And that's what this is all about. So this is Kyle in Las Vegas, Nevada. Please feel free to get in touch with me at kylesvacations.com. Thank you very much for listening. Take care. Have fun. No stress. See you on the beaches of the world.